Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to Prospect to Profits with Lunch with Joy. And I am Joy Francis. So grateful to have you here. Today, we're going to do a quick talk, and I know I've promised that the last 2 days, but I'm going to make this one a quick one. We're going to do a short one today. This is going to be using AI to drive your lead generation. And you say, "Oh, but so many people are afraid to use AI. AI is something that you need to be working with. You need to let it help you because that's what it's there for. It's not there to do the work for you. It's there to help you. When I start requesting something from AI, I say, please help me. Please assist me. Please work with this and give me an outline. I'll ask for an outline because then I do the work. I take the outline that AI gives me and I create whatever I'm wanting to create. You could do the same kind of thing, and it's wonderful, and it'll do the work and help you with so much and get so much done for you so much more quickly. So go ahead and do it and go for it and just make it happen because that's what it's there for. And what you're going to find is that right now, if you're not using AI, you're going to get left in the dust. You're going to be able to use AI to do the grunt work, the critical work, the hard stuff that is probably not much of anybody really likes doing. But AI is expert at it because all it does is read all the data that's out there on the internet and then spits it back to you. Or it reads all the data that you give it and then gives you an analysis back. A lot of people don't realize that they can get AI to do those things. And so that's what we're going to look at doing today is how to make it work for you in helping you generate the right leads. I know I didn't start with a statistic today, but I'm going to start with a question. How many of you find that you are chasing leads that end up not being the right lead, and it is not something that you want? It's not a business that you want to be doing. Yeah, you raise your hand. I've done it. I know most people have. That's why I started. That's why I created Rev Turbo. Rev Turbo does the work for me. And I can't do all the work that Rev Turbo does. The benefit of using AI that I just love is the fact that it doesn't have kids and they never get sick. And have it never has to go home to take care of a sick child. And they don't have a spouse that is complaining about this or that. They don't have a problem of their own. They just keep working 24/7. As long as you do the maintenance on the equipment to keep everything going and don't try and overwork it, but it will just keep working for you 24/7. Just keep doing whatever you tell it to do. Whatever you tell it to do, it's going to do. And it'll do it over and over and over again. And it will do it so fast. I have seen the AI read. I have given the AI a complete book, a hardcover book to read, and it reads it in seconds and spits back the summary of the book. And it's, oh my goodness. I don't read well, so that was one, amazing to me, but two, it was how quickly it did it and gave me back the information. And I was able to refer back, as I tell you, I always go back and check. I was able to refer back because I ask it for the page numbers and I ask it for references and other information. So it gave me the page numbers, and I was able to go to the manual, to the book, and find what it was telling me. And that's when you know that you're using AI to its fullest. You're getting the best out of it. It is going to become your best ally. It can become your best friend because the data that it works with is massive. It's unending, and it has that ability to pinpoint a special item or something that's going on. And you want to be able to continue working with that. And then we go into what does AI do best? What are some of the best things that it does? One of what I love it the most for with the work that I've created, what I've created doing with Rev Turbo, I love the fact that it'll break down my mailing list and segment it into who wants to be approached with an email, who wants to be approached with a text message, who wants to be approached on social media. And that way, I don't waste time in creating something for someone and thinking it's going to work and get those crickets, a little response that you hear just nothing coming back. Well, I had a lot of that, but using I can find out how this prospect wants to be approached. And AI tells me because I do the initial, I get all the information going out there, and then I follow up based on what I tells me it is responding. This particular client responded here. This particular client responded over there. This one's over here. And it gives me all the pieces that they're looking for. And it becomes wonderful and it makes it easier to deal with what's going on. And then what what I did specifically with Rev Turbo is create it in the way it is going to be able to hyper personalize every email, every SMS that goes out, every social media post, every YouTube that I put out there. I am using AI to be making it better and better and better. I'm just starting, so no, it's not as best yet. But particularly with the YouTube, I'm just getting my YouTube channel started. So if you look at YouTube and you see some things out there for me, I've not perfected anything yet. I've just started and I'm just beginning to do that. So it's going to make it a whole lot easier. It's not done yet, but it will be a whole lot better. So keep watching. You're going to be able to see how effective it is, and you'll be able to use me as a test case because as my YouTube channel becomes better and better and better, you will see how my system is working for me and be able to figure is if it works for her, maybe it's going to work for me too. And yeah, yeah, I like putting myself out there as the guinea pig. I like being the target, the one that's being tested, and I'm testing in all of my things. So watch and see what happens. You're going to get to be able to see the fun that we're having with. And AI is going to give you that ability to dig deeper, to get into. Yeah, I remember when I first started learning the marketing, and they would tell me to go where your prospects are. And I would say, how do I know where my prospects are? I'm not sure. I know who the prospect is, but I don't know where they're at. How do I find out? And I would go to Google and ask Google, and Google would give me some ideas. And then I'd go to YouTube and I'd follow things on YouTube and check with YouTube. And, those are the two largest search engines. YouTube's one, YouTube is two. So I check with those to see what's happening, what's going on. And it gives me the ability to start. But with letting the AI do the research work for me, it gives me a much better understanding what's happening, who is doing it, why it's doing it, and AI also will watch my competition so that I don't have to be watching it as much, and it'll tell me who my competition is. That was amazing to me Because you asked me who my competition was, I'd say, "Yeah, anybody out there doing this, this, and this. You know, anybody out there offering a CRM." Well, it's not all CRMs that are competition to me. It's the ones that are doing something similar to what I'm doing. And you've got to be able to identify them. And AI just flat out told me, said, "This is your competition. Go look at it." Okay. And then I'm not going to copy anything of what somebody else has done, but I will take a concept or an idea and then create joy and create my things from that, but I'm only using their concept and their idea because I don't want to be a copy. I'm not a copycat. I want to be the original. I'm the original joy, the one and only. And that's what I want you to be able to be. That's what I create for every one of our clients. And that's what we need to be able to do. And people are asking me, okay, what's going on? Joy, what is really happening? How does this AI stuff work? How does it really work? I pulled two real life examples. I won't tell you any of who it is, but I will just give you the general statistics. AI pulled and created lead generation for an e-commerce store and gave me the statistics, gave me the information, gave me all of everything that was going on, then did the analysis of this e-commerce business. The biggest problem this e-commerce business had was they had way too many abandoned carts. And so what happened, I c- had EI do a deeper analysis into the abandoned carts to find out how to follow up with the abandoned carts, how to get that potential person to buy what they started to buy. And then because they were called away or whatever, they left the cart and just left it abandoned, and it never was a sales completed. With doing the work, using the AI tools and tracking that customer behavior, the ones that were coming into the stores, we were able to increase their sales. We created a 20% abandoned cart recovery. Sales that were just lost, had been lost. They started, but they weren't completed. And you're going to get somebody like me that all of a sudden goes through and finds and yeah, I start to buy something and then I find out that they want $1,000 instead of $100 for this particular item, and I'm not willing to pay $1,000, so I'll leave the cart and abandon it. You're not gonna get that sale because I didn't want to pay the price. But if it's something that can be overcome, something that can be helped, you have a chance of making that sale. So you want to be able to continue and do that. Another customer that does B2B sales, we move them from working with cold leads to creating a system that would get the leads and tell them when that lead was no longer cold, when they were getting ready to buy, and when they were now interested in buying. And that's when you want to make the approach. You don't want to make them when it's a pure cold lead. You're going to get 1 out of 100, 1 to 3 out of 100 will buy a pure cold. But you want to be able to know when they're ready to buy. And that's why we create the nurturing and do the nurturing and get them ready to buy. And then the system lets you know that these triggers been have been activated and now is ready for a sale. So you make the sale, you go in, you do whatever's got to be done, and you make it happen. So the critical piece, what you need to do, so many people are afraid. Not everybody. I'm not afraid of AI. I love AI, and there's plenty of people that are out there like me. However, if you are at all afraid of AI, the first thing you do is take a deep breath and exhale. let go and just let your shoulders drop, let your shoulders relax, and know that it's going to be okay. AI is not taking over the world, at least not yet. They're gonna have to do a lot of changes and a lot more of the experimenting and growth in AI for it to be able to take over the world, for it to become anything like HAL was in 2001: A Space Odyssey. So, you just want to relax and then use the AI to do basic things that you're used to doing, things that are easy for you, and that are just a little bit more complicated that you could use some help with. You could use it with your CRM or your email. That is one of the easiest places to bring in and allow the AI to start helping you. Make that as your first step. And then from there, you can continue on and keep working. The critical piece, the number one thing you want is to start with totally clean data. You don't want anything that has been polluted with, you've previously been emailing this and that. You want to start with clean, fresh data. Start new. And then you want to make sure that it's not just AI. You want that human touch. You need to know. When I read emails, I can 98% of the time tell you an email that was written by AI. 98% of the time. They've got 2 or 3 little pieces, trigger words that they use all the time that tell me, and it's repetitive, and it's repetitive, and it goes over and over, and it tends to get lengthy. But, beyond that, after you bring that human touch in, then you want to make sure that you're doing your checks and balances. You want to make sure that you take the time to optimize. You want to measure what is happening. Is this color better or is this color better? Is word A better? Is word B better? That is your typical A/B analysis. You want to be able to do that even with the things that you're using from AI. So let it work for you, and just keep making those campaigns happen. Make it work, make it go. So I went longer, yes, I just keep talking. I love to talk about this stuff, so I'm sorry I guess I went longer than usual. I was looking to go for 15 minutes, but I'm at 18 minutes right now, so I apologize. Make sure that you check things out. Make sure that you look at things. Go watch my YouTubes and things on my YouTube channel, it's just beginning, so you're just going to begin to see things over there. You can go to, I think I've got Rev Turbo CRM. You can go to the Rev Turbo CRM and you just check with me, and I will direct you to it. I will put links in different media places and make sure that it's there so you can see me and find out and watch how I do. Watch what happens. And then let it give you the hashtag so that when you post things out there, you're gonna get the right people looking for it. You're gonna get the people that are looking for it finding it, because they'll put the hashtag and they'll look for specific hashtags. So use it, but don't abuse it. Let it do the work for you, but do the checking and make it human. Keep the human part still active. Keep yourself in there and make sure that you are your business. Your business is you, and that AI does not begin to take over. So, with that, if nobody has told you yet today that they love you, let me be the first. I love you because you are you. And that is so very, very special. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, do the right hand. Uh, Thank you for like, share, and subscribe to whichever social media channel you're seeing this on, and ask your questions, because I'll answer any and all questions that anyone has. If you put a question in the Social media in the comments, I will answer your question live here, and if you want to be recognized, I'll recognize you. If you don't, I will not recognize you. But if you're looking for a little bit of publicity for your business, ask a question. That's a good question that everybody else has that's afraid to ask, and you're gonna get a lot of people saying, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." They'll come back to you. So, with that, I love you. Be careful, be good, be wonderful, and may the profits always be with you.